We're with St. Peter's University head coach John Dunne and student athletes Chazz, Patterson, and Trevis Wyche following St. Peter's 71-61 victory over Monmouth. Coach, an opening statement.
Yeah, just really happy for our guys. I know we've had played really hard and determined and really good activity on the defensive end the last two games at St. Francis in New York and at Notre Dame. And I thought the fact that we were really good defensively at Notre Dame helped carry into this one. We've had a good focus about us. Our energy level's been great. We're playing unselfish basketball. Guys are playing to their strengths right now, and just really proud. I'm really proud of the guys. It wasn't. We got to clean some stuff up at the end of the games. We got to get a little bit used to being in that position. But at the end of the day, it's to beat the preseason #1 team in our league is a nice accomplishment, and we should get some confidence from it.
You talked about the defensive effort. To me, it starts with Chazz on Justin Robinson. He does finish with 11 points, but they came in flurry, back-to-back threes, but for the most part, he was held off the scoreboard. What was the key to Chazz being so effective on Robinson this evening?
Chazz is a guy that should be up for a Defensive Player of the Year. Usually big guys get it because they get more stats. We're not a team that gets out and, really gambles a lot defensively, so he's not out there getting a lot of steals and this and that, but his defense the last 3 games has been awesome. I thought his defense today was remarkable. It was, obviously Trevis scores 20 points, has a really nice game. We shoot really well from the line, and we get a really big win. But at the end of the day, the most impressive thing that I watched today was Patterson, Chazz's activity on the defensive end.
And you talk about Trevi, 20 points, but also 8 assists and 8 of 8 from the line as St. Peter's, as you guys made all 17 free throws. How impactful was Trevi in all areas of the game?
He was really good. Monmouth didn't really come after us to start the game. In some other games, when they've gotten down early, they've really gone after their opponents. I was expecting them to come after us a little bit earlier. We handled their pressure the couple of possessions that they threw it at us in the first half. But, we knew at halftime they were going to come out fired up. We knew we were going to have to take care of the ball. They were really doing a good job of getting in us, playing aggressively on the defensive end. And when that happens, it's really hard to just run your offense. So then at that point, you just got to make plays. We had to do that against St. Francis in New York, where Trevi was really good, and then I thought he was really good in the second half tonight.
Trevis, Monmouth scores the first 7 points of the game, and you really seemed instrumental in kind of gathering the team on the court and getting everybody to be back under control as you kind of took their first punch and then responded with a run of your own. How important was it to settle the team down, or how difficult was it to settle everybody down after Monmouth starts so hot?
We all know they're a pretty good team, so I just wanted to gather everybody up and just say we got to stay together for 40 minutes because, at any point they can make a run. And we just took that first hit, and then we settled in. And then from there, it was game on.
Chazz, Coach talked at length about your defense on Robinson. You also hit a couple of big shots down the stretch of that game as well. As a player, do you take more pride in making those shots, or do you take more pride in keeping Robinson at bay for most of the game?
I'm definitely taking more pride in stopping Robinson. That's what I'm here to do. My goal of mine is to get Defensive Player of the Year. That would be great for my team. I was never a big scorer, so I'm fine with stopping other team's best player. If that's going to help us win, then that's what I'll do.
Let's open it up.
John, again on the 7-0 run and kind of punching them out in the first 3 minutes, what was the message to the team going in, and you hit the few threes one after the other to take the lead and then really impose your will as the first half came to a close? What was the message going on?
We had given the 7 points we gave up. We kind of just broke down on game plan stuff. We rotated off a guy under the rim to guard a guy at the high post. I forget we were supposed to double the post early. We didn't do that, and I think Brady hit the jump hook, and they hit. We went zone, which we rarely do, and we've been playing it with pretty good activity in practice, and then we just leave the ball. So we kind of, and they're going to make you pay because they're good. So it was just more or less about, come on, we got to settle in, we just got to get disciplined, and then, the big key is this year we can go to our bench and get a lift at times and then rest guys. In the past, if we've gone down early, I would never have taken a guy like Quadir Welton out of the game, being down 7-0, and that would hurt us later on in the first half or later on in the game. But the fact that, we can put in Sam Adowu being down, you know, whatever the score was when I put him in, and then he hits back-to-back threes, and kind of just gets us a spark, and then at some point it was 11-8, and I think we tied it up 11-11, and then I just think we had confidence. You know, I think we had confidence from there.
Trevis 8 assists and 1 turnover against one of the better defenses in the conference. How much do you feel your floor game has improved now against, as a senior, and against Robinson? How would you grade your effort tonight?
I was just going out there, play my game, stay under control, and just playing at my speed. And then it really showed in the game, and my guys were making shots, and it makes my job a whole lot easier when they're making shots.
John, to follow that up, with him now as a senior, where would you say he's evolved over the last year and a half?
He's become a leader. You know, when he was a freshman, I used to beg him to try to be a leader, you know, and take control. And you know, sometimes that's hard to do when you have upperclassmen with strong personalities and this and that. But at the end of the day, man, you know, you don't have to be an overly vocal guy to be a leader. And I think he's really settled into, you know, being a quiet leader, just like this guy here to my right, and quite as well. But you know, yeah, he's just he's relishing in these moments right now, and he's just playing at his pace, you know. And when teams come after us and the floor gets open, and we just go to ball screen offense with the ball in his hands, you know, he's just very confident right now to make plays for himself or for others.
First 4 games against the conference are against some of the heavyweights of the league. Iona, Manhattan, Monmouth, Siena. You've assured yourself of at least a split in that 4. Now going into Albany Saturday night, what are you expecting from that game, and what Siena represents as far as a challenge?
Yeah, listen, we just need to take one at a time. I mean, it's going to be a grueling stretch, you know, for everybody in the MAC. Our schedule is not easy, you know, and it's just going to be one at a time. You know, it's you know, Siena has got a ridiculously good front line. They got some real good scoring guards. You know, they're not playing up to their potential at the moment, but you know, if I know them, they're going to turn it around. And we just got to go up there with the mindset that we can beat anybody on any given night, and we're going to continue to give ourselves a chance by playing great defense with great activity. We've been very, you know, today, I mean, we had some turnovers, you know, credit that to Monmouth, but we've been really good with being low turnover, and we're going to continue to try to grow in what we're trying to do as a team, and, you know, we're going to go up there with confidence, I know that.
Ray?
I'm good.
Thanks, Jason. Very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Johnny, that's it. We'll go back to the studio.